True culture. True experience. True issue. True news. True stories. Aboriginal American truths.
Yeah, much appreciation, American people. Tonight we're joined by a guest. Her name is V. She's out of California, and we're gonna be discussing some real world situations going on over there in Africa. Um, V, feel free to let us know you with us whenever you're ready. Appreciate everyone's time and presence. Yes, it's a lot of madness going over there in West Africa right now, and you know how the foreigners do they're not giving full disclosure to American peoples at all about these real serious, crazy, like psychotic situations going on over there in West Africa. Yeah, V, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit about yourself, V?
So I live out here in Southern California, if anybody's familiar with that. I've basically lived here practically my whole life. From a small town called Upland. It's like right off the 10 freeway. Yeah, so me and my family, we basically lived here. I'm the third generation. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that sums up my small life.
Okay, well, your life is important. Your life is valuable. You know what I mean? So I don't want to call it small. You know what I mean? And the experience that you shared with us last night, you know what I'm saying, is a big issue. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure you're aware there's a lot of promotion of traveling to Africa going on, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. If
Yeah, and
not,
so
people.
mhm. Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh no, yeah. A lot of people are traveling to Africa. I think they actually just opened up the borders, if not too long ago, for people to come back in to start to travel.
Mm. Okay. How long ago were you in Africa?
This was this 2022. I got back in 2017.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you was there in 2017.
yeah, and
Okay.
then yeah.
Yeah, where were you in Africa?
Specifically Johannesburg.
So that's South Africa, right?
Yeah, South Africa. So central South Africa.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
and what inspired you to go to South Africa?
Um, I guess if you want to put it in like a box, it was kind of before the 90-day whole, the 90-day fiance show.
90 Day Fiance show. Now I don't really watch a lot of TV, but there's a show.
Okay.
There's a show called the
Okay,
90 Day
never mind.
Fiance.
If you want to like compare my story to anything, that would basically be the whole scenario. But
Right.
I went for new beginnings, and I had just so happened to meet someone that lived there, and I was just like, why not move to a different country? So I moved there. I went there. I went by myself, and yeah,
Very good.
went to
Okay,
Johannesburg.
so how did you meet this person, if I may ask? I'm not trying to go into too many details, which are personal, but you said the 90 Day Fiance situation, so I'm like, I'm just kind of curious how that worked.
Yeah, it wasn't like specifically 90. That wasn't like the ultimatum, but like the before that show even came out, that was like the whole scenario in order for that person to come here to the US. That's why I'm saying 90 Day Fiance. But it's yeah, it was a wild experience. You know, I'm happy that I did do it though, because it's like, who does that? Who just goes to a different country and just ups and move, you know?
Well, I tell you, I've heard some things over the years. A friend of mine down in Georgia, she was talking about going to, was it Uganda? I can't recall. She said she wanted to go to Uganda,
Oh.
or was it Rwanda? One of them countries. I can't remember. And she was like, "Would you go with me?" I'm like, "Hell no." Like, nah, I'm good. I'm American. I got work to do here. I got no business over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You feel me?
It's
So,
not
it
that
was all
bad.
good. Yeah, the
Yeah.
people in the chat, they appreciate your presence. We got Lacono Empire. That's some of the good Carib Arawak peoples. You know what I'm saying? Out the Caribbean and all of that. They said big ups. Empress, you
Oh,
know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah, we got a couple people with us right now.
Oh, nice. How
Yeah, appreciate
how
your
do I am
presence.
I can I
Hmm?
see that, or
Well,
oh,
it's
I
on
see it. Never
YouTube.
mind. I got
Well,
it.
you
I
see,
got it.
okay, cool. So,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, so you was like, yo, new life, new experience in Africa, right?
Yeah.
And so you
Yeah.
said you met someone. If I may ask, how did you meet this person?
Oh, we met. I'm so sorry. I got off. That's why I was like, what was the question again? I'm sorry. I completely got off
Oh,
topic.
you're
But
fine.
we met online. We
Met
met
online. Okay.
through an app, a dating app.
Mm. Any particular
Yeah.
dating app?
I think it was Meet Me.
Mm.
It was like a
Okay.
purple app, I believe. Yeah. Meet Me, I believe.
Okay. Interesting. Very good. And the
Yeah.
reason why I asked that question because there was a recent story that came out about a young American woman in her 20s, if I recall. She's like mid to late 20s, I think. And she
Mm.
met someone on an app called Bumble. I think they said the news report said Bumble.
Oh
And
shoot.
basically she met with some Caucasian dude and
Oh wow.
invited the guy to her apartment or what have you. And the next thing you know, she's dead. And you know what I mean?
The
So
but
it's a lot of
yeah.
dangers with the online dating situation, and it's just a lot of crazy things going on with these foreigners, long story short. But yeah, I appreciate that background right there. So
That's cool.
when you first arrived to Africa, it was to Johannesburg.
Yes. Yeah. That's basically, you either, if you when you fly into South Africa, you're either flying into Johannesburg or Cape Town.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
basically no other um airports, unless you fly to like some private airport, but other than that, that's international.
Okay, great. So
Johannesburg and yeah.
yeah, so when you first arrived, like as soon as the plane touched down, like what was it like for you? Like was it like when you was on a plane and with all these different people, like was there a lot of Africans on the plane? And then I'm just curious to know your whole experiences. I've never been. I've been to Europe. And I
Okay.
traveled. Yeah, so I know like that experience going to Europe many years ago. It was regular, in my opinion, because I've been flying for years. But I
Yeah.
mean, going to a place like Africa, Johannesburg, South Africa, that
Mm.
sounds like a different experience.
Yeah. What part of Europe did you go to, like France or
Oh well, originally
like
I went to Germany, and then from Germany I
okay.
traveled to the neighboring countries. So France,
Okay.
what is it? Yeah, it was France. We had Belgium. Um, it was a bunch of places, and most of the time we was traveling at night too. You know what I mean? Like I met some good people out
Oh
there.
wow.
It was artists, and so like we used to smoking hash, and next thing you know, we pop up in a new city somewhere. And
Oh wow.
yeah, I was a
Dang, you've
kid.
been
I was like,
throughout Europe then.
yeah, I was like 16
Pretty
years old.
much.
So yeah, I was like 16,
Oh wow.
17 during that time. So
Okay.
yeah, I was kind of wild with it. But anyway, back to
Yeah.
you, right? So how was it?
Sorry.
Oh no, you're
Um
fine. You're fine. How was the flight? How was the flight? I'm just curious. How was the flight?
so I booked my flight. It was pretty expensive. I don't know why I spent so much on this fucking flight. I could have got it for way cheaper than what I got it for.
Mm,
So it was from Los Angeles to France, because you can't fly straight to South Africa for some odd reason. From France to, well, it's the Netherlands if you want to be technical. The Netherlands to South Africa, which was, sorry, from LA to the Netherlands was like 10 hours, 8 hours. And then from the Netherlands to South Africa was like 12 hours. It was a long ass fucking flight. It was long as hell. So on the plane, there wasn't much Africans. There was more French people, more Dutch people. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of black people, so to speak. I felt a little uncomfortable, but we're not going to talk about that. So we get there, we land in Johannesburg, which is odd because there was a lot of white people on that plane. I was like a few black people that was on that plane. So we land, we had to go through so much customs. There's, there's people that speak nothing but French. There's a lot of I was hearing a lot of like I think it's called Koza. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but it's the clicking one where people, how people be made fun of because they the Africans speak with the clicking.
Okay.
I was hearing a lot of that. So we're going through customs. They're checking my passport constantly because they obviously notice that I'm not from the country. So we go through. I'm texting the person that I'm meeting there, which is my baby's father. But he had which is the crazy part. He didn't have any service, so I didn't immediately get in contact with him.
Wow.
Which was kind of scary.
Yeah.
So I'm going through customs, and for some reason they checked like throughout my bags and whatnot. Like they're being really invasive with like, the customs and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, I get it,
Did it feel like discrimination at all? Did you see other people in which they wasn't treating like that, or what?
I wouldn't say it was welcoming because they automatically, here's the weird part. They automatically thought that I spoke French, and I'm just like, no, I'm not from this country. But then it was just like, oh, you're American, because I was speaking English. And so I get to like the gate to basically get out of the airport, which everybody's waiting, like the taxis and a whole bunch of people, like a whole group of people. And so I get out of that gate after being freaking like, yeah, it was a mess. Like I was just like, why is it so much having to get out of the airport? And like I get it, you guys don't want any crime to go on, but it was a lot to get out of the airport, just to get out of the airport. So I finally get in contact with my baby's father, which he smelled like, I don't know why I remember this smell, but he smelled like oil, like car oil. And I don't know if it's because it's an industrious country. I don't know what it was, but the smell immediately when I got off the plane, that's the smell I specifically remember.
From
It was a cold
the area,
day.
as soon as you stepped off the plane, it smelled like oil.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you'll notice like the smell in the air is very it smells like oil.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were there armed guards or armed security in the airport?
Johannesburg isn't like, I wouldn't say it's like it's rural. It's more, I would say it's more city like, but there is parts of Johannesburg that's how do I say this, shanty, so to speak.
Okay.
But no, there was no guards or anything like that. But inside of the airport, obviously there was. But outside, it's just more, your tourist people, taxi drivers, whatnot. People trying to sell you food and whatnot, all that stuff. People trying to hustle you, for sure.
As soon as you get out, as soon as you step outside the airport, people trying to hustle.
Oh yeah, yeah. They clearly seen that I was not from there. And they were just like, oh yeah, the taxi dude, oh my goodness, I know he taxed yeah, it was ridiculous because he got into it with my baby's father because they weren't speaking English, so they're just going back and forth. It's like, da, da, da. I just remember we paid 600 rands for a taxi ride from Johannesburg to I think the city was called Northcliffe, which it was pretty far. It was like a 25-minute drive, maybe. I wouldn't say it was that far.
What's the exchange rate between, you said 600 ren? Well, like, what's that in dollars?
Rands.
Yeah, what's that in dollars?
The exchange rate is like, it depends because I guess it fluctuates. It's like $12 to $14 or 12 to 14 rands to $1.
That sounds.
I don't know if it's still the same. It probably, I don't know if it went up or down from when I was there.
Yeah, that sounds kind of pricey. That sounds like a good over $50, just rough estimate off the top of my head.
Oh yeah.
For like a 25-minute ride. Yeah, that sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what was like I'm curious, right? Because you shared a lot of important things that I believe our American mothers and daughters should know, right? Now I don't know if you want to jump right into that, or if you want to give a little background in regards to the cultural differences, the customs and practices, the differences that you saw between, let's say, Southern California and South Africa.
I would say, speaking to the, young mothers and, young ladies out there, the culture difference, it's, I wouldn't say it's super different, but for the most part, it's a religious culture. Let's say that off tops. If there is anyone out there trying to get into this culture or experiencing something like this, you definitely have to be willing and I would say compromising of this culture because there's these people, they love hard. I will say that. I don't want to
You said they live hard?
They love hard.
They love hard.
They're
okay.
very determined people.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you give me an example of that? Because just for context.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Can you give me an example of like how you would describe them loving hard over there?
For instance, like my baby's father, even though him and I didn't work out, he's still willing to, he's basically like, you will always be mine no matter what. And I noticed that in like a lot of the men, they basically roll with things till the wheels fall off, so to speak. They don't give up. And I respect that about the culture, but at the same time, it's like they don't believe that getting physically violent with their partners is wrong, and it's like you can't do that. It's not right. But
I agree with you.
Everything has its balance. It's not going to be good. Everything's not just going to be good. There's definitely got to be some type of balance to things.
True indeed. So just for clarity, because one of the people's in the audience, they asked, what does that mean to love hard? So based on what you just described, I'm assessing that basically the African males are very aggressive, as well as possessive, you would say?
You can say that.
Okay.
You can say that.
So for context, aggressive and possessive. And reason why I'm asking these questions,
which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Say it's not a bad thing, but I'm saying couple coupled with the physical abuse in which they feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
yeah, in terms of that, it definitely is bad, but in other aspects it's like, okay, you're determined. But yeah, like you said, it's but
okay,
yeah,
so
I'm sorry.
you said this was your baby's father.
Yes.
Now, did you already have the baby prior to going there, or during and after or something?
No, I found out I was pregnant. I landed back in the States. This was
Wow.
February of 2017.
Okay.
I found out I was pregnant. I didn't even know I was pregnant, which is the crazy part. I got back home and I was just like, why am I feeling so weird?
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, which, it's like, duh, you've been having sex, obviously. But yeah, no, I didn't obviously it didn't click in my head. I was just like, oh, I possibly could be pregnant. And sure enough, I was pregnant. And so yeah, I called him and yeah,
Okay.
I had the baby.
So yeah, and congratulations on your
Yeah,
successful
thank you.
delivery and all of that.
Hmm.
Now next question I have for you. Um, how was so you described him as being aggressive, possessive, and then he was also physically abusive, right? Um, how was his relatives or the people within the community you was in out there, as far as their treatment towards you?
I would say they definitely, like I said, they definitely recognized that I wasn't from the country, so they took it. I felt like I was kind of taken advantage of, because it's like, oh yeah, they see, it's like, oh, she's not from here, um, type shit. But oh man, I don't want to downplay Africa, and I feel like I'm kind of like putting a bad name on them.
I mean, no. You're just being honest. You're telling your truth. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I've spoken to a lot of women over the years that shared their experiences. And I'll be honest with you, those women that have had experiences with African males,
Mm,
it wasn't no cheerful story in which they shared. You know what I'm saying? Like it was raw. Like it was, I want to say graphic, and it was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? That these young women were subjected to things you know that they wasn't prepared for. You know what I'm saying? And so you
mm,
dealing with a guy from South Africa versus dealing with someone from Cameroon, Ghana, or Nigeria, Sierra Leone,
mm,
Morocco, you know what I mean, where in these different regions, they
yeah,
have different customs and treatment towards women. Like they treat their own women crazy. You see what I'm saying? And now that you're a woman
yeah,
that's not from their country, I'm sure they treat you extra crazy because like you're foreign. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yep.
So yeah, your
We
honesty is
don't speak
definitely
the language.
appreciated.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I do appreciate your presence. Yeah, so wow. So basically it wasn't a hospitable environment for you, huh?
Hmm. I would say I had a couple people on my side, for the most part. Both of us basically, because I don't want to say that. He didn't have any close relatives there, so he had like mates there, but not they weren't related to him. As far as me, I didn't have anybody basically. So in that aspect, when I did need someone to like call on, I was by myself. you
Wow.
know, um, that was the only part I'm just like, okay, shit is real. It's like I can't even just call 911 to come save me.
God damn. It
Um,
was that bad?
yeah, I actually left the house in the middle of the night. And I just sat in this field for hours.
Hold on, you
I
left.
knocked on people's
Oh my
doors to ask them to use their
goodness.
phone. They all said no, and I was just like, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. But luckily, I had a wad of cash on me. I took that, but he took my passport, my
What?
phone, my everything. I
Hold
was
on, he
just like,
took your
oh, you're up
passport?
to something. Yeah, because we got into it, and so he knew that I was immediately gonna call the U.S. Embassy. So he took my iPad, my phone, my passport. I was like, why would you? Okay, so I just fucking took my money and fucking ran. I fucking ran. I put my shoes on and fucking ran. And in Northcliffe, hence the name, it's no joke, dude. Like I'm running up hills, up and down fucking hills and shit. Like, it was crazy. But luckily
You,
it wasn't a cold night, so I was just like, okay, it's not that bad.
but you said if
Cause I
you
would,
spent hours in a field.
yeah. Cause I was like, I can't go anywhere, so I might as well, go back home and play this shit off and say you're just going back to the States to handle some business. And that's what I did.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really want to get into the details about the level of abuse, but I just do want to emphasize the fact that you just said you didn't have the police to call out there.
No, you could call the U.S. Embassy. I don't know how long that would have fucking taken. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have taken long, but by the time they would have came, it's who knows.
But I'm saying like the abuse that you was experiencing, was it like injury like type of abuse, or was it like, I mean, I don't, it was different. You know what I mean? I've heard too many different things over the years, you know what I'm saying, from
Yeah.
different people's experiences. And so I'm just trying to assess the level of harm you were subjected to. You see what I'm saying?
To be honest, man, it was a crazy relationship because he had previously told me stories of previous relationships that got physical, and I remember one story, like people are gonna be like, what the fuck? Him telling me he broke his girl's nose in a fight, and I was just
What?
like, and I didn't think, to be
He
honest,
told
like
you
I
that?
was just so fucking blinded. Like I'm just like listening to the story at the time, I'm just like, oh, that's not that bad, maybe I don't know what the story is. I don't know both sides and what happened, but that doesn't justify anything. And so going forward with the relationship, I was just like, at the moment when we got into it, I'm thinking in retrospect, I'm like, holy shit, he was not playing around. This dude is fucking crazy. Um, and so it one time it got like to the point to where I was just like, okay, I can't even defend myself. This is gonna get bad. So luckily it didn't get too physical after that. It just was verbal and us fighting a whole bunch up until the point to where I left, because I'm just like, okay, I can't, it's like anything or however which way I respond is will provoke him to, to do anything.
That's incredible. Um, we have Duke in the chat. He asked, before or after you went out there, did you hear this story? The story about him
This
breaking
was
his ex girlfriend's nose and what have you. Was that before or
no,
after?
this was when I this was like a few days of me being there.
What
He
did the
had
so
never
hold
told
on?
me, like he never really
The fuck?
revealed like the deep shit up until I got there, and that's when he was just like, okay, she might not she may or not like what I have to say, but she's here now, so let her know. Yeah, no, if I would have known that before that, I would have been like, okay, we probably can't be in a relationship, like you probably have some issues.
So he told you this once you was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it was mostly like he told me like the surface of things, like, oh, I don't know if you guys like all the stories that you've heard, like a lot of them they try to like get these ladies with like, oh, I'm a prince or I'm in the entertainment business and like stuff like that. They try to like lure you in basically with these type of stories because, you know, there's a lot of lineage out there with people being related to queens and all that type of stuff. So, you know, it's what's to say? It's captivating to us Americans. It's like, oh my God, he's a prince, you know? So it's like I fell into
You
the
know what's
fucking hole.
crazy? You know what's crazy?
Huh?
Because for our American men, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
we've never heard of an African princess or African queen.
Yeah.
So it's like they got so all the African princes, they don't have no sisters.
I have
But that would be an arranged marriage situation anyway from their culture, though. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, right.
Yeah. And so we have the Colonial Empire. He's asking how long were you there for?
I was there. This was 2015, the ending of 2015. So from 2015 to 2017.
Wow. And so
Yeah,
I mean that sounds like nearly a 2-year experience there. How much
almost.
abuse, whether it was from him or from the community, and I mean how how was it bad? Was it like I mean I'm just curious to know like what was it like? Like 2 years in South Africa, what was that like?
Life in South Africa, I wouldn't say it was completely bad. You can basically live off the land. Like if you're poor, like if you don't have the money, you can basically live off the land and eat still. Um,
Okay.
the people there, they're not that welcoming to Americans, I would say. Um,
So
you
they
definitely
don't welcome us like welcome home to the motherland. They don't, it's not like that at all.
no. It's
Oh, okay.
not like fucking coming to America. No, fuck no.
Nah,
It's
not
I
like coming to America
and
at all, huh?
no. And the crazy part, I'm just like so naive. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna be so open arms, like, come here, my sister, you know? Nah, I didn't get that. I
What
just get yeah.
so in comparison here in North America, right, where we got so many people saying brother, sister, and they seem friendly and very hospitable. In comparison, it's you will say the complete opposite in Africa. You said, huh?
Is it the complete opposite?
Because here we
Yeah.
got we got the Pan Africans, we got the Moors, we got the Hebrews, we got the Christians, we got the different factions of the Christians, we got the Muslims,
Mm-hmm.
and generally speaking, all these factions, right?
Yeah.
They all say, "Welcome, brother, welcome, sister," and shalom, all that jargon they speak and all of that. You see what I'm saying? So, it wasn't like that in Africa.
Absolutely not.
God damn. God damn.
No. No. And that's what I thought I was gonna get. I was like, I'm gonna learn so much language or different languages. No, I didn't. I didn't learn anything.
Other than how to
I
run.
didn't learn. I probably learned like one word from my baby's father's language. But other than that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn French. I'm gonna learn Kosa. I'm gonna learn a little bit of who? What was it? A little bit of I don't. What do
Was it
people? I forget.
Swahili?
People from Zimbabwe. There's a lot of people from Zimbabwe.
A lot of people from
Um,
Zimbabwe and South Africa?
yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think they speak. I want
Swahili,
to.
right?
God damn it. Yeah, I don't know what language they speak.
Hmm. Interesting.
But yeah.
So, um,
Did I answer the question? I'm sorry.
yes. You definitely
Oh,
answered
okay.
the question. We appreciate that. Now, so we have Duke here. He made a comment. He's saying, "Wow." So he already knew he could take her passport once he got her in the country, and was trying to lay down the law from the beginning. Sounds like an intimidation tactic for a human trafficker. Shaking my head. What do you think about that?
a lot of strange activity going on. I will say that.
Yeah, you mentioned something last night when we was speaking with the peoples and all of that. You mentioned that while you was there, you was told to be careful because someone local, there was a local man was found dismembered or something.
Oh yeah. One of the guys that we had. Well, it was that we were living in this house, and he was friends with one of the guys that we're living with.
Mm,
Um, and I only had met him like we seen him like one day. Literally the next day, dude comes up missing. Like nobody's seen the guy, and come to find out, the dude was like chopped up somewhere with his head cut off. I was just like, wait a minute. I thought
this was the
because
motherland.
he had told us that he was going out of town basically to go like shoot a video or something like that. And I'm
Mm,
like, he said he was going to go get some money. So maybe that's probably he probably owed somebody some money. I don't know what the dude was doing, but it was a couple people that I had came in contact with died while I was out there.
really? You said a couple
Dude,
people?
one of the roommates, he got stabbed. Oh my goodness, dude. That guy was he was a wild consider he had a wild life though. He really lived like a reckless life. I wasn't surprised that one of those dudes died. Um yeah, it's sad though. It's really sad.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, we have the Kono Empire here, and yeah, shout out to ES57 promo. That's good people's out of Cali and all of that.
Okay,
They
okay.
put this together right here. So the Kono, they said, I have family that went out there to Ghana. They told me that they want to come home due to cultural differences. All the women were saying how they taken their men due to being foreigners.
Yeah.
You agree? So in South Africa, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. Cause there's not
Taking
a
their
lot of
men.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people there they don't have a lot of opportunities, so they feel like when they do get in a relationship it's like okay, we're gonna he's gonna bring me the world, but it's like now these women from the States are coming, it's like, oh, we have less of a chance to make it,
Interesting.
so to speak, but it's not like that.
That's interesting. So now what I would like to do is get into some local news from out of South Africa, West Africa in general, right? You ready?
I am.
Okay, that's a bet. One moment, let me go ahead and clear this off the screen so we can get the footage up. All right. So,
Okay.
did you hear anything about Yahoo Boys while you was out there?
um Yahoo Boys, no.
Let me go to drop this link in the chat also. This is something that's really serious that's going on in West Africa, really throughout Africa. This is going on from what I would have been reading in the past couple few days. But we've already been aware of ritual murders taking place out there, right? And so anyway, Yahoo Boys, it says here, are young men usually aged between 22 to 29 years old who specialize in various types of cyber crime. Many of them may be undergraduates or college dropouts whose distinct lifestyles of fast cars, wealth, and ostentation is the envy of many of their age mates. The Yahoo Boys are not limited by geography. The internet is their home, and their victims are as diverse as they are naive and people ready to fall for get rich quick scams. So basically, what's going on here with these Yahoo Boys, right? Is two
Mm-hmm.
variables here. First is they target women. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they target women, um, utilizing the internet, and the trend that's going on now because it basically evolved. Once upon a time ago, Yahoo Boys would play love games with women to get money out of them. All right. In recent years, though, they've been literally killing women, like literal blood sacrifices type things, thinking that they're gonna get rich off of killing a woman and doing a ritual.
Hmm.
And this, once again, this is happening throughout West Africa. From what I'm seeing, it's going on across Africa. I just dropped the link in the article in the chat. Feel free to check it out at your convenience. We have a comment from Duke. He said, "These fools hitting up my granny on Facebook trying to scam her. Damn, that's crazy." Yeah. So
Yeah, they're yeah.
here's another article putting in the chat as well. This is for our American people's awareness, because these Africans are not going to tell us what's really going on in their countries of origin. And this article that I just put in the chat right now, this is dated January 17th, 2022. All right. It says, unknown to many Nigerians, there is a greater evil silently ravaging the country now than the prevailing insecurity, the killing of innocent people, including family members, for money rituals. So feel free to check out this article. I have plenty of them up here. Here's another one here. Ivorian police unit to investigate suspect ritual killings. Like they're killing kids, women, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Like literally dismembering them. All right. I'm going to put this link in the chat as well. Once again, this is for awareness purposes, because no one is informing our American people, yet and still these foreigners is trying to lure our people to their countries, and we don't know nothing about what's really going on out there. Don't know nothing. I mean, V just told us that as soon as she got there, or while she was there, the dude she was dealing with, you know what I mean, he takes her passport. That's crazy. A lot of people never had no experience like that. Yeah, V, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, now we have another article here, right? This is dated from 2017, though. It says, watch out, Nigerian con artists no longer hide behind princes in an attempt to steal your cash. I'm going to put this link in the chat also. They no longer claim to be princes.
Oh, right. They're changing up the game now.
Oh, they switching it up all the way up. Yeah. And now look, and I'm gonna read this article here though. This article real serious. This is from allafrica.com. This is all about the money rituals, right? Now this one is graphic. And there's also video footage out there for those that want to see it on the tomahawktony.com website. I will be uploading some more videos. It's graphic, raw footage straight out of Africa. Like straight out of Africa. All right, so it says Nigeria, how we got ritual guidelines. Teenagers who had allegedly beheaded girl explain. All right.
Oh.
So this is dated February 1st, 2022. So this is a very recent incident out of Nigeria here, right? And also, before I continue, how far is Nigeria from South Africa?
Ooh, Nigeria is north of Africa. Or yeah, it's north. So all the way from South Africa. So at the top, basically closer to Egypt than anything.
Okay. So it says here the suspect said they contributed money to buy the other ingredients. Hold on, something's wrong here. Okay. Yeah, while awaiting the beheading of the woman, 3 teenagers and a 20-year-old arrested for allegedly beheading and burning the head for money rituals in Ogun State. Said they saw guidelines on how to be rich on Facebook. So on Facebook, they're receiving instructions on how to kill innocent people for money rituals. Like this is literal blood sacrifice type shit right here. And obviously these dudes didn't get no money. This article is real crazy because it's saying blatantly in here, right, how these dudes they dealing with some they call them ritualists, you know, witch doctors, things of this nature, cultists, right? And this, I believe it was either this crew or another crew, they killed like 3 or 4 girls, took the body parts to the witch doctor guy, right? And the witch doctor guy says, oh, this was just a test. yeah, you got to kill one more girl and bring her parts to me, and then I'm gonna do the ritual. I just wanted to make sure y'all wasn't going to tell on me.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
like this is really what's going on over there. And so there's another article. It's saying the same thing. How we got ritual guidelines, teenagers who allegedly beheaded girl explain, and this is going on actively right now. And see, my concern is this, right? Our American people are not being informed about this, and yet and still we have African colonies popping up across North America, as well as in the Caribbean, as well as in Central and South America.
Mm.
And a lot of our American people were never informed of how Africans in the past centuries participated in all the warfares, all the conflicts, right, against our American nations, right, in addition to the kidnapping and enslaving of our American people. We were never taught this in school. This is the work that we do over here. We share, this real world information, right? And so here's another article where they're saying here that ritual killings, Ifa Oracle, doesn't support use of human parts for wealth. All right. So basically, you have people that are fully aware of what's going on, and they're not doing anything about it for real. Let me see here. We have Duke. He has a comment here. He said, "Why don't they stop letting whites take all the resources to be rich?" I guess they didn't find that article on Facebook. Damn, Duke. Well, you see, I'll be honest with you, Duke. From what I'm aware of about Africa, as always, Africans oppress themselves. You have plenty of wealthy people in Africa, plenty of wealthy people that have agreements with foreign nations and neighboring African countries and what have you, and they are complicit, absolutely complicit in the corruption. They are involved in the human trafficking of their own people, country to country. You see what I'm saying? I mean, here in North America, right? We was told in our youth that Africa's the richest country on the planet, the richest continent, right? And then we really look at it, America's richer. This whole continent of America, where we're from, we are wealthy, but no one wants us to know this, though. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, V. Yeah, are you aware of our American wealth here?
Oh, of course.
Very good.
But it's not going to be relatively available to the public. Why would they want that? Why would they want us to have access to that?
Yeah, it's all about exploitation. Absolutely. When there's exploitation going on. Let me see. I'm put some more links in the chat. Now look, so look. Bring back our child. Kidnapped teens. Family pleads for her safe return. Right. Traditional healer gets 10 years for rape, and they're telling us that this is the motherland, and they got all types of problems over there. Here's another good article here. It says the woman who profiled South Africa's most vicious crimes. Now, this is kind of graphic here. Please pardon. I'm just reading this article. This is from September 2021 here, right? Let me go to drop this link in the chat also. Where we at? Here we go. All right. So yeah, it says here, the woman's breast had been cut off, but her genitals were untouched. An unusual choice for a killer. Even stranger. Hold on. Sound like V got disconnected. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, V, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, it says the woman's breasts had been cut off, but her genitals were untouched. An unusual choice for a killer. Even stranger.
Whoa.
No blood had spilled at the crime scene. The body must have been moved. It may have been the work of a murderer, but not a mutilator, says Elmarie Myberg, the only criminal profiler in South Africa's police force. He's the only one. And this is a pale-skinned woman here. He's the only criminal profiler in South Africa's police force. That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
It
South
says,
Africa is whitely dominantly.
hold on, say what? Say that again?
I said South Africa is white dominantly.
You say it's white dominated?
Yes.
Huh. That's interesting. Continue when it says it's a tough job anywhere in the world, but especially in this country of almost 60 million people, where someone is killed every 25 minutes and 115 rapes are reported every day. Were you aware of these statistics before you went over there?
No. What? 90. What?
Yeah.
25 years in a row. Wow.
Someone is killed every 25 minutes and 115 rapes are reported every day. There are just so many cases, says Myberg, who has investigated 70 murders and 90 rapes, many by repeat offenders over her 25 years in the role.
I'm
Compared
not
to other
surprised.
countries, like let's say Norway or Sweden, we have more murders in Pretoria on a Saturday than they have over the whole year.
Good God. I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Why you're not surprised, though?
I mean, they know they can get away with it.
That's interesting.
Get away with. That's all I gotta say, man.
Interesting.
You come here though, best believe.
Oh well, we'll see. We'll see the situation. They're getting away with heinous crimes here too, rapes. If you look up Ghanaians and Nigerians raping women in America, yeah, like literally, I did a presentation some months ago, or maybe I didn't even prepare those presentations. But there's articles. If you look up Nigerian rapists, let's say Maryland, Virginia, DC, right, New Jersey, in other territories in North America, yeah. There was one report that I read last year where a woman she did the rideshare service like Uber, Lyft, or something like that, and she was raped by the driver.
Dang.
He went to court. They released him on bond, and he immediately left the country, went back to Ghana.
Oh, that's good.
Like immediately.
You're banned. You cannot come back.
Thing is, though, they got no problem changing their identities, though.
They have no what?
They have no problem changing their identities.
Oh, yeah.
So Duke says here, I was just about to say they cutting women's parts off out there, and you bring this article up. Craziness. Yo, Duke, it's a lot going on. Like, yo, I got abundance of information, and YouTube don't like me like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I'm kind of raw. So like yeah, but on the TomahawkTony.com website, yeah, I got some raw footage on there, and I will be setting up a platform, private platform soon, where where we can have these real life discussions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they deal with fraud all day. They heavy with the fraud. That's right, Lacono.
Man, that's what they do.
And so it says here, on top of which South Africa's police struggle with a reputation for inefficiency and corruption, while years of underfunding and budget cuts have seen their ranks decimated. So anyway, yeah, this is a whole article right here. And yeah, there's plenty of African news. Let's pull up another one here. So now check this one out. This is over there in Mozambique. Let me drop this. This was a hell of a story I came across. This is 2022. This is 2022 situation, right? Check this crazy shit out here. It says, this is theSouthAfrican.com. It says ritual murder. Bald man's head decapitated for gold in Mozambique. Go check it. It says bald men. Listen, y'all. Bald men in Mozambique have been killed in ritual attacks because of a superstition that their heads are full of gold.
What?
Do I need to repeat that? Did everybody hear me clearly? Yo,
Wow.
they have a superstition over there in Mozambique that if a man has a bald head, inside of his head it's full of gold.
That can't be that. What? Golden bald heads.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. It's
There
serious.
is no indication that you were.
Yeah, let me go to read this part. I'm gonna read the last line right here. It says police suspected the belief was created by local witch doctors as a way to get their clients to bring human heads to them for their own motives.
Wow.
Sadly, ritual killings linked to body parts is nothing new in the continent. A number of regions in certain countries, including South Africa, Tanzania, Nigeria, and Uganda, have troubling beliefs about the acquisition of they have troubling beliefs about the acquisition of one's body parts. In Tanzania and Uganda, people believe albinism are targeted. So people with albinism, we have to see some of us that are aware of this, we
Oh
know about
man.
that albinos are not safe in certain regions of Africa. They're not safe at all.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
Yeah, like Tanzania right here. Tanzania arrests 65 rich witch doctors over killings. And they was targeting albino people.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let me go and put the link in the
Police
chat for that as well. Like this is what our American people are not being informed of.
They gotta get this shit straight.
Yeah, and we got things over here we gotta get straight. But
Yeah,
we
you
don't
right about
need
that.
we don't
You
need
right.
what they got going on over there. Nia Robin Hood, I see you appreciate your presence, Nia. Yeah. And so here it is. This here is I haven't even had a chance to get into this document here. Putting a link for this one as well. And so this one is titled A Reflection on Ritual Murders in the Biblical Text from an African Perspective. All right. See, me, I'm big on perspective. I like to have background on things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so here it says, this is the abstract. It says ritual murders have recently been widespread among African societies in general. Reports of such murders have become cause for concern. African countries that are implicated in ritual killing include, but are not limited to, Botswana, Nigeria, South Africa, Swaziland, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. God damn, what's that? Like, that's 7 countries? That's 7 countries, and it's not limited to these 7 countries. Continuing, it says cases have been reported of human body parts allegedly removed from the corpses. The mortiferous character of ritual killing is not unique to African communities. During ancient biblical times, remember, Christianity, Islam, and all of that shit been over there. Had nothing to do with America. We have our own systems over here.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to be dealing with. We don't need to be dealing with the shit they got going over there because obviously, how I said in past presentations, we have yet to see an example of that shit working for them over there. So we need to keep that shit over there and we need to get back on what we do over here. Because motherfuckers have been invested in preventing us from investing our energy and our spiritual presence into what is ours. You know what I'm saying? We have the great spirit, you know what I'm saying? We got other energies throughout this entire American continent that is ours. You see what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with what they got over there. And once again, that shit has yet to work for them over there. They talking about they got Islam, they got Christianity, they got the Hebrew shit, they got all these different things, including ritual murders. And has it worked for any of them? At the same
Absolutely
time,
not.
they're coming over here bringing that shit here. Like there's ritual killings. There was an incident out of Illinois a few months back, right? I want to say between August and October, I want to say. Did you hear about this, V?
Oh shoot. I'm sorry, say that again.
Did you hear about the young man? He was a college student, right? Um he was found with all of his organs removed, his eyes, everything gone.
In California?
Well, that happened in California also.
Oh.
But this is a recent incident, very similar to what happened in California. This is a recent incident that happened in Illinois.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Let me see if I can locate the article real quick.
No
Illinois student
They out here taking
found with
organs.
organs removed. Let me see if I can pull up this news report. And the reason why this is of importance, right? Yeah, his name was Jelani Day. That's his name, Jelani Day.
Jelani.
Yeah, let me go and put the link in the article also. All right, and there's some kind of cover up going on with
wow.
this case too. So basically, reason why this is concerning, right? Oh wow, Nia just said a 16-year-old girl was just found like that in Chicago. Really? I didn't even hear about that. I don't watch a lot of news.
Dang.
Like I don't have a TV. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to look into that, Nia. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll definitely look into that. But see, the situation is this, right? They have an African population building up throughout Illinois, and not just Illinois. I was told Minnesota, Staten Island, New York. You got places in California, places in Texas, Georgia, Florida, everywhere across the country. And they're bringing their beliefs over here. They're bringing their practices over here. They're building up their resources here, right? While bringing their corrupt practices over here, and they don't give a fuck about what's going on within their countries of origin. That's one thing consistent about these foreigners. They give no fuck about what's going on with their own people in their own countries of origin. They got real world shit going on over there where they come from. Just like over here in America, this is our land. We got real world shit over here going on that we need our resources for. We need our people's attention focused on resolving the issues that we have. Colonization and genocide, those are active fucking issues that we have.
Man, for real.
Over there, shit, these are back-to-back incidences of them engaging, they are invested in their own fucking genocide. And under the name of religion and rituals and shit like that. An update on the here it is. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna play. So yeah, it says
oh wow. Jelani Day investigation. Oh, Jelani Day.
Jelani Day. Jelani Day. And so it says here, Ottawa, Illinois. The family of an Illinois State University graduate student whose body was pulled from the Illinois River last month is responding to what it calls contradictions between two autopsies. Jelani Day was last seen August 24th. This is 2021. His body was found more than a week later in the Illinois River in LaSalle County, right? Online reports claim some of Day's organs were missing during the second independent autopsy, but Day's mother said Monday that's not true. She disputed speculation that her son's organs might have been harvested. All right. So what? See, this is inconsistent. What the fuck?
Wow.
This is inconsistent because
sick shit.
Okay, now I get it. She's saying here, this is not a case of organ harvesting. However, my son did not put himself in a river. That's what the mother's saying. My son was murdered, and my goal and purpose are to find out what happened and hold those responsible accountable. But the situation is, the initial autopsies was saying that his organs was removed. And we know that this is like a really developing like a consistency going on over the years. I mean, we had the incident down there in Georgia, with the guy Kendrick Johnson some years ago. The incident over there in California, another young man, he was out there, he was passing through what they call, I believe they call it a sundown town, and they found him with everything missing. And these are foreign practices here, whether it's for organ harvesting or it's for rituals. Yo, we're not being informed about this shit. Are we having conversations in our communities, within our homes, etc., about what foreigners do, such as they will take your organs and do some ritual with your shit? A get rich
no, the scheme. Conversation definitely needs to be needs to be done for sure. It's sad to say, but it's not a game.
Yeah. And see, it says here, we are not taking organ harvesting off the table, but still, our mother's wishes are not to make organ harvesting the main focus. So, yes, absolutely, his organs were removed from his body. And from what I recall from the first story, and feel free to look up his name, Jelani Day. There's plenty of reports that came out in the final quarter of 2021. I'm just bringing this up on the subject matter because once again, they actively do this in Africa. Like they actively do this, and as I just read in these other articles, this goes on across the country, like throughout the entire region, from the west to the north to the south to the east. It's going down, and the locals participate in that shit. The locals participate. They got no problem chopping off their head and playing football with it.
Whoa.
Like they cut off. They like yeah. There's a story came out. Matter of fact, there's a video out right now. Matter of fact, they call them ritualists, right? Literally cut off a local guy's head. This was in Nigeria. Cut off a local guy's head and started playing kickball with it.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then at the same time, let me ask you this: when you was in South Africa, did you hear anything about how they treat thieves and just people that do crazy shit like steal a chicken? How they literally burn people from their own community alive in the middle of the street?
No, but it was more so like a lot of people tripping off this like HIV drug and killing people. Like the drugs that they're giving the people that were HIV positive was making them hallucinate. And so a lot of people were like basically tweaking, so to speak. And some of them were hallucinating and killing people.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So hold on.
And the
So it's
crazy part is taking that medication there in South Africa. You some of them get paid for it because it's like a clinical studies.
what?
So a lot of them are doing it, and of course, because the country is so poor, a lot of them were doing it, and sad to say, a lot of them had HIV. So it's like, holy,
Oh my goodness.
it's like a fucking yeah.
You got tested, right?
Tested for what? For every like what?
Yeah, since you've been back.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay, very good, very
most
good. Yeah, because
definitely.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's some yeah. Woo. So people
Oh yeah.
people are being so these people that have AIDS, HIV, or what have you,
Mhm.
they're being paid via a clinical study
Mhm.
to take some kind of prescription, test the prescription, right? And then they're
Yeah.
hallucinating. They hallucinate and they get to killing people.
Mhm.
Oh my
Now,
goodness!
granted, I think they were mixing the medicine with it, but obviously the drug was the main component was the medication that they were giving, but they were mixing it with like I don't know what drug they were mixing it with, but
What the
mixing it with
fuck?
something, it's like okay, all right,
What the fuck?
something ain't
So
right.
hold on. So let me get this straight real quick. So people were recreationally taking HIV prescription that was like
Yes.
a test prescription, and they was losing their minds.
Mhm.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I
Running
was not expecting
rampant.
to hear that one. I was not. Hey y'all, that's a whole exclusive right there. So you heard it here first. In South Africa, right? You have people recreationally abusing an HIV test, like a clinical trial medication, right? And they are hallucinating and killing people. They mix it with whatever other substance, and they lose it. Hey, this shit bug the fuck out. Hey, hey, Duke, real talk. I just had Resident Evil on my mind. Oh, shit.
He
I
said
literally just had
Resident
like,
Evil.
I just literally had Resident Evil on my mind, man. Hey, yeah, that's sick. Hey, yo, you know what? You know what? Real talk, man. I think you should write a book. Um, I think you should write a book about your experience. Because I mean, I don't know, man. Like, nobody's talking about this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And our American mothers and daughters are targets by every breed of foreigner.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like they want to mix with you and steal your inheritance. And they told you that you're black and you come from Africa. Meanwhile, you could be a whole American Indian, like full blood, and yeah, you descend from people that really are landowners.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the foreigners, they know all about that, but they're not going to tell you about it. And they got no problem. Like I heard stories over the years, how right here in North America, our American women will get with some foreigner, right?
Mm.
Boyfriend, husband, they get married, what have you, and they immediately put insurance on them. Next thing you know, the American female, she dies. And
Oh,
the
fuck.
foreigner done cashed out. Now he up a whole $1 million+.
Damn.
Like, no one's talking about it though. And these are like these are stories in which I done heard throughout my travels over the years from people. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, are you fucking serious? Like it's always baffled me. How come no one is informing the people within these communities? We got all this motherfucking entertainment bullshit going on, but meanwhile, we have active threats. We got entire fucking sleeper cells that's preying on our people who just caught up in survival, caught up in everyday life and living, doing the best they can, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, have a good experience, things of this nature. Oh, yeah, Nia said it. Yeah. Nah, we haven't seen real bloodshed in a long time here. It's been a long time since we've seen real bloodshed. You absolutely right, Nia.
Hmm.
You are absolutely right. We have not seen real bloodshed in a very long time. I mean, the shit that goes on in the streets, that's one thing, but that's just the streets. When you see all out fucking warfare, like real fucking chaos and carnage, nah, we ain't seen that in a long time. Yeah, look at that. Well, dude, nah, they don't go back and build up their villages. Dude, you said that. You got to give me an example of one African that went back and built up their village.
Akon.
No. Uh-uh.
Well, is he even
Uh-uh.
from? Oh, he's from Haiti. Never mind.
He's from where?
He's from Haiti.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's Nigerian.
I thought he
Oh,
was
you about to make
Haitian.
me look this dude up.
Maybe I'm getting my places mixed up.
Now, I will tell you this, though. You do have a lot of Africans coming through the Caribbean, claiming to be from the Caribbean.
Mm.
Yep, he's from Senegal.
Oh,
He's from
Senegalese.
Senegal. Yeah, he's Senegalese. That's right. And as far as let's look up that construction projects.
I
Oh yeah,
thought this nigga
construction
was
Akon
Haitian.
City.
Shit.
Now look. Here's Washington Post. Here's a Washington Post article, right? Yo, this dude did not go back to Senegal.
Akon hasn't
No.
even built.
Yo, it says, check it. It says Akon hasn't even built his
Damn, that's
first
fucked
futuristic
up.
city yet, but Uganda is giving him land for a second. He hasn't even built the first. And look,
Does he
it
have
says
like his own currency or some shit?
yeah, it's called A coin.
I ain't worth
He
shit.
came over here, got rich, talking about I'm locked up, he won't let me, and he was never locked the fuck up.
And they hyping him the fuck up, and he ain't did shit.
Motherfucker ain't do shit. Dude, show me one example of an African that came to America, right? Got the resources up and went back and built up their village. I would love to see an example like that. Do you know of any V?
No, I was gonna say Trevor Noah, but I'm like, I don't think he's really gone back and done anything.
Hold on, Trevor Noah's from Africa?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even really know who
He's
Trevor
from
Noah is.
South Africa, I believe.
He's
He's
from
like
South
a
Africa.
South African. Well, he's no, I wouldn't say he's from South Africa, but he lives here in the States, and he does like news commentating.
Wow. I don't know, Nee. I think they was already turned out because to become famous over there in Africa, you gotta come from something. If you from a bummy village and shit like that, you ain't got nothing coming for real. Now, what I suspect is going on, right? They come from corruption when they arrive here. They come from corruption, and due to their foreign national status, because a lot of their peoples are diplomats, right? When they come here, a lot of them are diplomats. Not all of them, of course, because in recent years, I want to say within the past 10 years, they've been coming here strictly to fucking work, to pay off their country's debt to China and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's active as fuck. Yeah. But yeah, they come here. I mean, come on, we got abundance of fresh food here. We got fresh air, like this air here. Well, if you're in a major city, smell like smog and what I mean, all types of shit. But it's definitely not as bad as what they got going over there in Africa. I know that for sure.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
So Duke says, I know a few that send money back, build a whole village, can't say. Word. I mean, yeah, they send money back because they people fucked up. I mean, shit. We got the Hispanics, they do that right now too. Hispanics, they come here, work, and they send money back to Mexico.
Yeah.
That's common. I mean, every foreigner do that. And there needs to be a tax on that shit, in my opinion. Like, motherfucker, nah, that money from here. Nah, you can't spend that nowhere but here, motherfucker. We have everything they can't have or do. That's right. We good over here. Like, yo, how about this, right? This is one of the things that used to piss me off years ago, right? Because I'm an 80s baby, right? And I used to hate seeing those fucking Christian commercials, right? Where they're talking about 10 cents a day can feed a family and shit like that, right? And then at the same time, you go to school and you hear these Afrocentrics, these Pan-Africans talking about, yeah, the motherland, Africa is the richest continent, and blah, 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 blah. But meanwhile, hold on, why these motherfuckers begging?
Whew.
And then meanwhile, we look at the status of the people in our communities and the real-time oppression we deal with. I mean, shouts to the good peoples in the A4 network, right? So here it is, this very intelligent, very skilled, this woman got a whole master's degree in finance and shit like that, right? She tells me, check this shit, yeah. She tells me she's working in a financial district, some corporation in New York, right? Nothing but Asians in the building. Chinese, Japanese, Taiwanese, and whatever other breeds of foreigners in the building, right? She's telling me these motherfuckers was trying to treat her like a fucking runner. Want her to go meet their Asian colleagues at the fucking airport, take them out to fucking lunch and dinner and all this type shit.
Oh, hell no.
She was doing it thinking that, she just being cool. Like, it's a cool situation. She getting paid to do it. But at the same fucking time, though, these people that she's bringing in, they are immediately being put in positions over her. Like, she has tremendous experience. She works, her intelligence and her professional skill sets is greater than theirs, right? And as soon as you talking about some fresh out of college motherfuckers came here to go to school, and then as soon as they get out of school, they get paid more than you, and you got 5+ years experience in a business. That's an example of economic financial oppression sponsored by foreigners, and it's nothing new. That's right, Nia, and they don't know basic words. That's right. They don't. And these are things that our American people need to be talking about. Straight like that. Oh, we got another comment from Duke. Said, right, but the ones I know not sitting on mills from a life insurance scam, I wouldn't doubt them building up a village, but the celebs and whatnot can't think of a single one. LOL. Not even Matumbo. Word. I mean, yeah, I'll put it like this, right? See this situation. We have all of these articles about things going on over there in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And the situation is this, right? Um, they are advertising. They are advertising money ritual scams right now in African media on television. If you look into Money Rituals Nigeria, just look up Money Rituals Nigeria, and you will see, and like just click on news, and you'll see so many different articles about it where they are literally advertising throughout their population money ritual scams. They're not telling people that it's a scam, but basically, yo, you got people running around killing and raping shit, dismembering motherfuckers under the guise of getting rich overnight. There's videos on YouTube right now, too, matter of fact, right? If you look up money, African money rituals on YouTube, you'll see video footage of dudes doing some shit, saying some shit, sprinkling some shit, and then pulling out all types of stacks out of a box with a cash or with a WhatsApp number. Like shit is serious. And people, yo, our American people ain't talking about this shit. We're not even knowing about this shit. And once again, our American mothers and daughters are primary targets of these foreigners, man. Yeah, AV. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Because I don't want to take too much of your time, you know.
No, that was pretty much everything. Yeah, I gotta read some of these articles you're posting up. I haven't even heard about any of these.
Yeah.
Which is the crazy part.
Yeah, man, yo, I'm a researcher, and you know, if I got a question, I'm gonna find an answer. I'm gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? And I watch, I try to stay up on, real world situations. Like, there's active warfare going on in Nigeria and a series of other African countries right now. Like they literally have ISIS is running through Africa right now. You got little boys. I'm talking about anywhere between, let's say, 5, 6 years old on up to like 16 years old, and they killing other little kids under the name of ISIS. That's going on right now.
That's horrible.
A whole Muslim situation going over there, and meanwhile over here in North America, they're trying to convert our American people into Muslims, Moors. That's what's going on also right now.
Huh.
Moors not even talking about what the real Moors are doing over there in Africa right now. Moors are not even doing that.
Of course not.
And it's like, why not? Like, we need to, like,
it's like, at least you give the people the choice whether or not, it's like, because some people are going to fall for the bullshit. It's like, okay, it's,
Absolutely. And yo, Duke, no, this is literally ISIS. If you look up ISIS Nigeria, you'll see some shit. I got video footage. I got video footage on the TomahawkTony.com website. I'm about to upload some more. But yeah, it's some real crazy shit going on over there.
Did you send me that link already?
With the TomahawkTony.com website?
Yeah.
Let me send it to you now, matter of fact. Let me put it in the chat also.
Oh yeah.
www.tomahawktony.com. That's
see
that
the
one.
Screen.
Yeah, let me put it on here for anyone interested in checking out the footage. TomahawkTony.com. There we go. Yeah, feel free to check out the footage on the website. I got some more I need to upload. I'm just busy with these clients, still trying to finish up this Rat Poison book. I'm almost done with it.
When is it supposed to be done?
It's supposed to have been done Wednesday, but my bad. Yesterday, Tuesday. Supposed to have been done Tuesday, but it's been it's just too much information. Like it's like this just abundance of information. Oh, hold on, my bad. Nia, no. My Facebook is Charwan Hakanadawa. I don't really post too much on Facebook. You mostly catch me on Instagram. Yeah, like we got the Aboriginal American Truth situation going on Instagram. So that's mostly where the post at. We do have the Aboriginal American Truth Facebook pages, but my bad. Yo, why type in Charwan Haka Tony. Well, yeah. Anyway, Charon Haka Nadawa.
What's that?
Yeah. That means people of the three rivers.
Oh.
Yeah. My people, Virginia Indians. That's one of my nations there. Charon Haka Nadawa. That's one of them.
Okay.
But yeah, it means people of the three rivers. Out of VA.
People of the
Those
three
are related to
rivers.
the Tuscarora nation as
Okay.
well. So Duke said here, U.S. Special Forces over there getting into it with them as well. Oh man, I'm sure. Like, I mean, yo, they got the AFRICOM situation over there. I don't really know much about the AFRICOM situation, but if the U.S. has any interest in West Africa, that ISIS situation, yeah, that's a whole threat. That's a whole threat because you're talking about little kids. Yo, why? How am I misspelling my own name? Right, yo, it got to be the computer, man. Badawa, man. God damn, Pete. Yo, typing too fast or something. Shit, the memory bugging. But yeah, that situation. It's a lot going on right now in the world. It's a lot going on, and for our American people, you know what I'm saying. We got people being dumped into our territories as always, and we don't know shit about them. The next thing you know, things start happening in our territories, and we don't know shit about why these things is happening, and we don't even know what's going on in these people's countries of origin. We don't even know where they're from. We don't even know where these people are from. If you don't know where they're from, you don't know what their background is. If you don't know what their background is, you don't know what they're capable of doing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so Nia made a comment up here. Let me pull up Nia's comment again. She said a new thing is calling us Moors. Well, Nia, I'll be honest with you. That's an old thing. They've been, these foreigners have been playing with our American people for a very long time. And you see the situation is, right, the Moors is, you got Moors actively trying to call themselves American Indians. You got Moors running around calling themselves Aboriginal Moors and Indigenous Moors, Autochthonous Moors, things of this nature. And a Moor is an African by default. You can't be from two countries at the same time. That's impossible.
Right.
Now, certainly you can have mixed blood. But keep something in mind here. Our ancestors was not mixing with foreigners like that. We was at war with them. How you going to mix with people that you was at war with?
Makes no sense.
And then at the same time, you're at war with these people. These people are kidnapping your people. Like, y'all heard the story of quote unquote Pocahontas, right? And that wasn't even her real name. Her name was Amunte, right? She was kidnapped, supposedly impregnated. She was a minor. She was 12 years old when she was kidnapped and taken to Europe. And then supposedly her son was brought back. Supposedly her son. That's right, dude. That's right. All of them, most of them foreigners that came over here, yeah, pedophilia is in their whole background. You see what's going on in Africa right now? You see what's going on in Europe, and you see what they brought to America. We got this whole NAMBLA situation. V, have you heard of NAMBLA?
Of what?
NAMBLA.
NAMBLA. No. What's that?
Okay, so NAMBLA is an acronym for National Association of American Men and Boy Love or some shit like that.
What?
Yeah, so basically this is a whole pedophile organization.
Oh, hell, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a whole pedophile organization, NAMBLA. Let me put that in the chat as well for anyone interested in knowing more about NAMBLA. Okay, good. It's typing now. Cool. NAMBLA. That's the acronym right there. NAMBLA. Yeah, some sick shit. Sick shit going on right here in North America. And yo, what are the people talking about? Well, I'm saying, Duke, yo, that's throughout African culture as well. See, I've done presentations on catamites. Let me go and put this in the chat as well. Take a look at this definition. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up right now. Matter of fact, yeah, and V. Once again, I don't want to take too much of your time either. Um, but yeah, this is what I do. I share information. You know what I mean? Definitely appreciate your presence on here. And you answering these questions and sharing your experience. Okay, now look, this is the definition of catamite here. Okay, check this shit out, yeah. There's some old shit right here. This goes on to this very day. Check that out. It says a catamite, a boy kept for homosexual purposes. Okay, that's pedophilia, right? That's pedophilia. Okay. So now, if you do I did a presentation on this last year, right? Muslim catamites. So look at this. You have this link right here: Afghanistan's love-hate relationship with homosexuality. Yo, yes. And then if you speak to soldiers, right? If you speak to soldiers that have been to Syria, Iran, Afghanistan, etc., right? They will tell you how in those regions they literally have little boys prostituting. Yes, they was doing this in Africa. It's still happening in Africa. Yes, it's still happening. Yeah, V, thank you as well, V. Yeah, so V, she is definitely appreciate her presence on there. You know what I mean? Definitely look forward to having her back. And this goes on in Africa actively right now, today, 2022, 2021. Remember, y'all, this is where the Bible comes from, right? Right? This was going on in the Bible. Oh, they get it. They do it all over there. They do it all. Hey, yo, Duke, you funny. I don't know too much about them giving the ghost the business, man, because they starving over there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you would think they hungry, more hungry than whatever else that begins with H. You feel me? But it is what it is. So I'm gonna put this link in the chat right here too, right? Check this out: Early Ottoman Empire. Here you go. Here you go. For those that like reading, there's a quick reference for you. All right. They only eat the ugly goats. Damn, Ayo Duke, you terrible, man. They don't eat the. Hey man, I don't know, man. That's crazy. But yeah, this is real life shit, y'all. And our American mothers and daughters need to be aware. You know what I'm saying? As well as our fathers and sons. Because what is it? How is it that these foreigners are so easily able to lure our American mothers and daughters to dealing with them? At the same time, they want to fake be friends with us. Like, we're dealing with active cultural appropriation by these motherfuckers. Not everybody, damn near, for real, for real. Motherfuckers want to be us, but they fucking hate us. They want to be us, but they fucking hate us. And real talk, we mind our business for real. Yo, our American people are involved in no foreigners' fucking business affairs. We don't know shit about what the fuck they really got going on. Like this information I'm sharing tonight. A lot of people's unaware of this. We have a whole population that is unaware on so many levels. And you talking about a fucking region of the world with goddamn, like, what's that, 70, 80 fucking countries? And I just showed y'all an article where they're blatantly saying how, yo, it's not limited to 7 that engage in fucking dismembering, ritualistic murders and organ removal and whatever the fuck else they got going on under the guise they think they're gonna get rich and shit like that. Like, we have real life articles, 2022 articles, because this shit been going on for years. But the 2022 article, here it is. You had 3 young African males, right? They killed like 4 or 5 African females. And they're not rich. They are not rich. They that money that they thought they was going to get, they didn't get it. If you read these articles that I shared earlier, right, some of those articles, we read the details of it. These, what they call Yahoo boys that do that type shit, they're literally saying like, nah, it's just, nah, you don't get no money. They're doing that shit. They're selling they're selling murder. They're selling like they're literally selling people this fucking guide on how to fucking kill innocent people for nothing. You're not going to get rich. As if you really got to experience that shit. And I swear, take a look, look this up at your convenience. Money rituals, Africa. Take a look. You're gonna see some crazy shit. I'm not even gonna get to the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Not this evening. I'm not about to do another 2-hour, 3-hour situation. But definitely appreciate y'all time and y'all presence. You know what I mean? Inform your peoples, making sure those you value and appreciate is aware of what's going on. Oh yeah, I got if you go to TomahawkTony.com, I got new footage. I got Nigerians eating Nigerians in the street right now. What's up? Like literally, this is like November, December footage. No bullshit. Like a dude literally snacking on like barbecued his fellow Nigerian brother in the fucking street. Barbecued this dude like in the middle of the street, barbecued him, and he's snacking on pieces of his leg, and then he's slow sipping some shit out of goddamn cup, and all the people in the background are cheering him on. All the other Nigerians is cheering him on, No bullshit. Madness. On TomahawkTony.com. Check it out. Videos up. I will run it on YouTube, but they like giving me strikes for being honest. You know what I'm saying? So, is what it is. But yeah, appreciate y'all time and y'all presence. You know what I mean? We got some more presentations coming up very soon. Also, before I get up out of here, let me just share this link again too. StopTheGenocide.us. Okay, this is about the rat poison in personal care cosmetic products. Okay, be sure to check out the information link on the website. There is a PDF, the second PDF on the information page. It lists over 2,000 brands and products that contain the rat poison ingredient. Of course, it contains other chemicals. All these products contain all types of shit, right? But my focus is this rat poison ingredient because of the level of harm that it was designed to do to people's health and well-being and things of this nature. So anyway, once again, appreciate your time and your presence. Dude, good seeing you in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hope to see you on the next one. I'm pretty much random. You know what I mean? Just do it when, I'm available to do it. But about to get up out of here. Y'all have a great week. Stay healthy, stay strong. Cowboy season is over. Scalp season is on. Y'all know how it go. Be good.
True culture. True experience. True issue. True news. True stories. Aboriginal American truths.